Structure Deck R Lost Sanctuary intends to make the agents playable, and for the most part Konami completed that objective. Good for fucking them. Despite not retraining Sanctuary, which I and some of you would have liked cause it's fucking garbage, but here's the difference. The new cards don't require you to control Sanctuary. It can also be in your graveyard, so technically you never have to activate it, but since this isn't the wording for every card that mentions this shit, you still have to activate it if you want to search your fairy with Celestial Night Lord Parshaft, bring back a banished fairy with Jupiter, search Master Hyperion with Earth, or activate Master Hyperion's effect twice! But that's exactly why Sacred Water lets you activate it from your deck, Neptune searches it, and Lost Sanctuary counts as such while on the field or graveyard, cause even Konami knows it's fucking garbage. But I guess playing one won't hurt much. Here's what I consider the good cards. Neptune, mostly because you can summon Venus without wasting your normal summon. That's what Earth's for. Majesty Hyperion, because he can bring himself back from your graveyard. Master Flare, because you can send Pluto to the graveyard to retrieve Lost Sanctuary. And you can use Celestial Night Lord Search effect without ever summoning the motherfucker. Sacred Water, because it's a searcher, obviously. Lost Sanctuary because it fucking negates, which leaves Moon, Pluto, and Chorus in the sky. Moon should have been a link 1 because the effects this bitch has doesn't justify using 2 fairies to summon her. Pluto isn't terrible, but you gotta go out your way to summon her. Master Flare is much easier to summon than that motherfucker's a level 10. Chorus is again not terrible. It doesn't seem far-fetched to play 1 maximum because Lost Sanctuary can set it, but naturally drawing is not what I or any of you motherfuckers want to do ever. And I'm not lying. 5 good cards, 3 not so good ones. That's a fairly good average. Now to some reprints. Artifact Lantia, Nibiru, Herald of Orange, Pot of Desires, Feather Duster, and Eva, good reprints. And speaking of Eva, the video I did on it years ago might have aged terribly, but at the time, Eva was trash because Diviner of the Heralds didn't exist. She's a pretty big reason why Eva's good now. So even though I appreciate y'all for liking my shit and allowing me to do this shit full time, I just want y'all to know I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Herald of Pure Light hasn't had a reprint till this Structure Deck, so I guess that's cool. Christie is obviously a good reprint, but this motherfucker's been reprinted into the fucking ground. And as far as I'm concerned, if it ain't another secret rare version, I don't give a shit. If we're to believe Konami's claim that Structure Decks are playable right out the box, then why the fuck are there only 2 shine balls in it? I don't mean to use 2 burn eclipse back to back, but that shit's pretty damn retarded. With all of this said, 5 out of 8 good cards among the new ones and pretty decent reprints is all you can really ask for from Structure Deck, cause let's be honest, that's what they're all about. Thanks for watching. My Patreon, Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal's in the description, the source, my Discord server link. No. What's the question? How did you learn to be so comfortable talking on camera? Your videos sound very natural, especially when you're just talking to a camera with no one behind it. Well, I have been doing this for quite some time, so I have developed some comfort. And also, I talk with the intent of somebody actually listening, so that helps as well. You should answer more questions and lengthen the video naturally to 8+ minutes for more ads. Heck, last one was 6 minutes. Felt like a festival. Win-win for both of us. What do I think? I mean, I could do that, but I don't want to have a lot of dead air, so that's what I usually cut. But the question when it came to my father, I did have to write that down because I was focusing my thoughts. We would have been here a while, and sure, I could do 8+ minutes, but if it happens naturally, with the cutting, not with dead silence. Do you feel like Yu-Gi-Oh's leaning more towards the waifu territory with recent cards and pretty anime girls? Perhaps. Do you think there's starting to be too much of them in the game? If I take away my bias, I can see why you say that. Because Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't always about that, but I guess Konami knows their audience, so they just be force-feeding the shit out of this to all of y'all, even though I don't got a problem with it. I can see that that could be an issue for somebody. Perhaps you? Have you ever thought about doing non-Yu-Gi-Oh! Or game-related content and listen to you talk about your life and opinions on general topics? It's quite entertaining and sometimes enlightening. I totally watch your videos you talking about more general life topics and experiences. I'm flattered. But if I was going to do that, it would not be on this channel. I would perhaps have to start another one. Recently watched your vids and find them both entertaining and informative. Thank you. Other than card discussions, will you also do vids for meta-analysis? I never really thought about it. Actually, that's not true. I have. But I guess there's really nothing stopping me from doing that. I'm not saying that I'm gonna do it definitely, but it's not off the table. Hashtag what's the question? Appreciate the out of y'all.
And you know this, man.